Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special late night edition of our streaming show. I am your business daddy.
And I am your combinatrix.
Yay! We would have been here at our usual time at 8:10, but I did have to take care of business daddy stuff, which is not what I call my position as the chair of the local business district.
Not in the meeting notes at the very least.
Not in the meetings. I do not call myself business daddy there.
No.
Just
in your heart thoughts.
Exactly. Because it's fun to say.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I am once again going to be the chair of the Stony Plain Road Business Area Business Association. Anyways, for 2022.
Yay.
So continuing to spread and promote my communist ideals. Or just like taking care of community ideals. Yes.
And speaking of community ideals, I just want to mention the fact that he's not our home ward counselor, but Andrew Knack is our work ward counselor.
Yeah, he is.
He's like our work husband, basically.
If we were just across the way, we would be in his ward.
That's true. Yeah, we did technically move out of his ward, but we're always in his ward in here.
Indeed. He's a good dude.
He was reelected with a resounding yes, all of this, because he's a really good human, and I'm really thankful that we get to know him, and we've met him many times.
Yeah, he was at the meeting today too.
Oh yeah, he would be.
Busy dude. He too had his screen off many times to eat.
Yes. Yeah, and actually he's got a live Facebook weekly show, I think at the same time as our Thursday nights.
It's something around there. I know that there was a lady in his comment, was she wrong by a resounding amount. Also
honey.
Very happy with how the Edmonton mayoral election went.
Absolutely. I look forward to seeing our new mayor and our new city council, because we only have four re-elects, which is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a fun time.
Yeah. Hype button.
Hype.
Yeah. I'm gonna get increasingly terrible hype buttons.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Hype.
All right. So since we're starting this an hour later, thank you so much for joining us. I've seen a lot of the same people that joined us at 8, so thank you so much for joining us at 9.
It's very appreciated.
I will mention that we have pre-trapped Max in the basement because he was being a complete butt.
He wanted to be a business daddy as well.
Yes, at his AGM. So we decided against having Max out here, but he will be out here once the show's over.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough trying to start the AGM and you just have cat. I would like to start.
Yeah. Well, welcome to every time I have a meeting on Tuesday morning, Jim just sharks around.
Yeah.
And so you have this little furry back going.
She will at least settle.
Eventually.
Yeah, it takes a while.
But sometimes she just she stops, and she's either sitting like towards me so you can see the back of her head, or she's like beside me and she's kind of doing this.
Yeah. Just grumping.
Like just stares at the table. And occasionally she will sit where your hand is and stare up the stairs waiting for you, which is really sweet. But you're also not going to be awake for a while longer, because those meetings that I attend on Tuesday mornings start at 6:45 a.m. and
gross.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it was 7.
It was 7, but we have about 5 weeks more of training. 4 weeks now, so it's been extended for 15 minutes on either end, so 6:45 to 8:45 instead of 7 to 8:30.
Look at us doing business.
I know. I started my day off talking to a screen, and I ended my day off talking to a screen. So yeah, now I know what all y'all office people feel like.
Danica's day, for those keeping track then, starts on Tuesdays at 6:45 in the morning and ends after these shows when we read. So,
and I mean, you could also say that they start at 6 when I actually wake up.
One might say.
Mm-hmm. So 6 to whenever the heck we go to bed. Woo!
Yeah, so let's do this.
All right, let's talk about comics.
Refrigerator full of heads. Not a superhero comic, though I could see how one might get confused.
Oh.
Anyways, it is the sequel to Basket Full of Heads from the Hill House line of comics. First one was written by Joe Hill. This one is not. It's by Rio Yours with Tom Fowler doing the art. The quick pitch, there's this weird enchanted axe that when used to cut off whatever, that head will just keep talking. They'll just keep going. This one involves a shark. It's good times. Right. I really did like the previous story. It kind of marries like an older style horror. What's going on? Is it still bad?
Oh, I'm just I'm looking at my screen to see if it's fuzzy. It's a little fuzzy.
It melts kind of like an old time horror, like probably 60s, 70s style horror with I would say modern ideals about human beings.
Okay, wow. That's a big story.
Yeah. You know how like old horror could be fairly regressive? Yeah. This is not that.
No. This is something I've been excited for.
Yeah.
Nubia and the Amazons. Very cool. So this is after the events of Infinite Frontier. Which I didn't read myself, so I can vouch that you do not have to know what the heck was going on in Infinite. Nubia is Queen of Themyscira. That's pretty much all you need to know going in.
Look at that art.
All of these covers are amazing. All three are just stellar. And she has to deal with a growing evil, basically. I'm short forming it. It's by Vita Ayala and Stephanie Williams, with artist Aletha Martinez, who I love their work. It's just a great team. It's just an amazing team.
So if you like yourself some Wonder Woman and thought to yourself, hey, I could do with more of that. Well, we have the story for you.
Oh, yes. And we have a lot of copies. So be sure to get one for your friend as well. And then give them comics.
For those keeping along with the Batman Fear State stuff, Peacekeeper 1 is a new one-shot with Tynan providing the plots. That's how I always tell people to know what's important during an event is when the writer of that main event is actually putting some effort forward to do the spin-off title. So a lot of our Batman folks will see this in their files. That is by design. And you get to learn more about Peacekeeper 1, the D-hole who has been fascisizing Gotham's police. Fascisming. Fetishizing cops.
Some people do. It's gross. Anyway, I regretted that immediately. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. Wait, I have.
Ooh la la, vamp.
Sorry, there are 3 covers to this. I wanted to read this one before the show. All right.
They're so good.
All So this is from the Philadelphia universe. So if you've been reading and enjoying that, that is definitely probably in your file as well.
On the streets of Philadelphia.
So this is about a character that is connected to one of the characters in Philadelphia.
Look how happy that person is.
This is like every so often there's a horror cover that I just can't stand, and that's definitely it this week.
I'm so happy.
It's so gross. Some people are good with horror. I'm like, I get like skidgy, but okay, let's see here.
Oh, and I can also vouch you don't have to have read Philadelphia to understand any of this.
That's true. I only read the first couple issues of Philadelphia, and then we just kept selling the damn thing out. So, you know.
Just too good at our gosh darn jobs.
Too successful. Yeah, like there's vampires in Philadelphia and other horror things. And that's all you really need to know is it's just a scary, scary place. So we're in Baltimore. The demon Corson has surfaced from the underworld to possess a once wronged man, and his vengeance will come at the cost of humanity's despair. But Jimmy's former lover, Nita Hawes, so Jimmy Sangster is a character in Philadelphia, has begun a quest to root the evil out of her city. Guided by the ghost of her dead brother, she must come to terms with her own past, lest she join her brother in a state worse than death.
Well, that's not good.
No. I just have an eyelash, so you go ahead.
Have you kids heard about Dungeons and Dragons? There is a new Dungeons and Dragons series from Jim Zub called Mindbreaker. That's really all I know about this. But if you do like yourself some D&D, some whatnots, there's a nice pairing this week actually, because the newest Critical Role miniseries is coming out. The Tales of Exandria, the Bright Queen. This one is co-written by the Little Bird writer, Darcy Van Polgeest.
Oh, I like them.
Yeah, amazing writing. So I'm excited because it's like two flavors that I absolutely love, just kind of like smashing together like derby cars. Yay, derby, derby, derby.
I'm going to take this other copy. All right, tell us about, should I find out about Gunslinger Spawn?
All good. All you need to know about Gunslinger Spawn, it's like a regular Spawn, except he's from the Old West.
He's a cowboy, baby.
Riding real tough with a 6-gun clanging.
We don't remember any more of that song, and that's probably for the best.
It's Kid Rock, right?
Yes, it is. Remember when that rich kid who grew up rich and never had to worry about money pretended he was a cowboy for like a hot second?
I'm a cowboy baby. A wee little baby with a cowboy hat on. Cowboy baby. That's what the song's about, right? Yes. Anyways, this is part of the growing Spawn universe that's being put together. Folks do super dig this character. I do not mean to belittle this character. I just kind of love that the aesthetic of Spawn is like, it's a Spawn except old-timey cowboy. He shoots things. And it just makes me smile. But that's kind of the thing that you're looking for when you're looking for Spawn. You just kind of want a thing. Also, Elish Kott provided some plots on this. Plots and script.
Okay, that's bonkers.
Uh-huh. So they caught me. They caught me real good.
They caught you with Kott.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about Catwoman Lonely City.
She's so lonely.
Written, art, everything. Cover art by Cliff Chang.
Letters
by Cliff Chang. I know he's everywhere. It's great.
Apparently, I was listening to a podcast earlier today. The only thing that he didn't do was flat the book.
Wow.
He got a color flatter to do that.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how I always get an eyelash during the show. Whatever. 10 years ago, the massacre known as Fool's Night claimed the lives of Batman, the Joker, Nightwing, and Commissioner Gordon, and has sent Selena Kyle, the Catwoman, to prison. A decade later, Gotham has grown up. It's put away its costume heroism and villainy as childish things. The new Gotham is cleaner, safer, and a lot less free. Under the watchful eye of Mayor Harvey Dent,
Yeah, that's
that can only
fine.
end well, and his bad cops, so he stole his looks.
Seems fine.
It's into this new city that Selina Kyle returns, a changed woman, with her mind on that one last big score: the secrets hidden inside the Batcave.
Snap. This is absolutely outstanding. Kind of like a future noir style story, in that some heisting needs done. There's future robots, and so it's kind of like this meeting of old school thief skills mentality, trying to do some heists in a new world that is very, very fascistic and robot-y. Good times.
Plus, Selina gets to be a woman of a, quote, certain age, because she is now in her 50s, which is great, because you get to see her still do Catwoman stuff.
Zow!
So, yeah. Older lady representation.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been looking forward to this one. I really want to read it.
I love the Wonderbound line. They're so awesome. Jewish mythology says that when God created the universe, a tiny corner of it was left unfinished. Opinion is divided on why, but everyone agrees that it's a dangerous place full of monsters. 12-year-old Miriam neither knows nor cares. She's too busy preparing for her bat mitzvah, wrestling with whether she even wants to be Jewish, until a particular angel appears, whisking her and her two best friends and her worst frenemy off to this monstrous land with a single mission: finish the unfinished corner. Perfect for fans of Amulet or Real Friends, this heartwarming adventure gives voice to kids of all backgrounds grappling with the legacy of cultural identity. He's good.
All right. I don't think that did anything. It actually might have fixed it. It actually might have just been the focus. Oh. Okay. All right. Whoop.
Wappo.
God, I'm having a good night tonight. The long-awaited, in my opinion anyway, Far Sector collection. Very cool.
Ooh, that's all 12 issues, baby.
Yes, it is. Gorgeous, gorgeous art.
Ooh, like Maureen K Jemisin.
Raise your hand.
Boom.
Yeah. With Jamal Campbell art.
Ooh.
I love his art. Oh my gosh. Just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can find. Oh yeah. Here we go. This is a good like cityscape. That's hopefully gonna focus.
The world building done throughout this has just been outstanding, I've got to say.
Yes. So very excited for this. Always excited to read Maureen K Jemisin.
Yep.
We have a lot of her books upstairs. A lot of them have been read. A lot of them haven't. But you know what? We're getting through all of our books because a lot of our books haven't been read.
Indeed. What's this about?
Oh, crap. Sorry, I forgot. All right. Okay. Oh, that's very yellow. The city enduring, a booming metropolis at the edge of the universe, hasn't experienced a violent crime in generations. The emotion exploit has erased its citizens' full range of feelings, allowing 3 resident races to overlook their turbulent history and coexisting peacefully until now. Rookie Green Lantern Sojourner Jo Moulin is still adjusting to her assignment to protect this strange world when a brutal murder rattles its social order, threatening to undo centuries of controversial progress. As the populace rises up against the legacy of the emotion exploit and leaders grapple for power under threat of a new war, Jo must rely on her unique instincts as a Green Lantern and the only human in this sector to solve the crime and guide the city enduring toward a more promising future.
Ben can confirm that it is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to finish reading this story as well.
Oh, yeah.
I started it a long time ago, but with all of these things, we get behind on the books that we love the most, and then a couple people need back issues, and then that's how that goes. They're gone now.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, X amount of months later, we get the trade, and then X amounts after we bought our copy, because it does take some time. I will be able to sit down with this and a hot cocoa or maybe some kind of other beverage, depending on the weather, and sit and read.
I like it. Speaking of the return of Hill House earlier, this was one of the original books in the Hill House line, The Dollhouse Family, from the folks what brought you Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
And The Unwritten as well.
Yes.
On Alice's 6th birthday, she got the gift that she didn't know she always wanted, a big, beautiful 19th century dollhouse complete with a family of antique dolls. In no time at all, the dollhouse isn't just Alice's favorite toy, it's her whole world. And soon, young Alice learns that she can magically enter the house and to visit a new group of friends straight out of a heartwarming children's novel, The Dollhouse Family. But in the real world, her family life is much darker, and deep within the dollhouse's twisting halls, the Black Room awaits, with an offer to Alice. The house can fix all of this, the room says. All she has to do is say the words. And nothing bad ever happened.
So she said the words, and they had cupcakes and rode unicorns.
Indeed, nothing bad ever happens.
No.
To the Kennedys.
I knew you were going to go there. All right. Next up is Creepy Cat. Very excited to check into this.
Look at the baby.
Oh, yeah. This, nice round kitten on the back. Flora moves into a mysterious mansion and finds it inhabited by a strange creature, Creepy Cat. Thus begins her bizarre and sometimes dangerous life with a feline roommate. This gothic comedy brings the chuckles and the chills. And I will mention that it is ages 10 plus.
A little bit of C&C. A redemption. A nice revenge western with female lead. Like you want.
I quite enjoyed that. Again, just the beginning, but we've explained this.
Yeah. The dusty desert town of Redemption survived the apocalypse, but is hanging on by a thread. A despot runs the town with an iron fist, literal iron fist, because it got a squeezy hand.
He's a robot.
Mm-hmm.
A part robot.
Part robot. It's called Cyborg.
Part robot.
Part robot. Rules the town with an iron fist and controls its most precious resource, water. When the strongman marks her mother for death, young Rose Obregon. Enter the Obregon. I'm probably getting that wrong. Ventures into the perilous wasteland to seek the help of the legendary gunslinger Cat Tanner, only to discover that the so-called butcher is long retired, living in solitude, far away from what's left of the world, and preferring to keep it that way. But Rose arrives on Tanner's doorstep with gunmen hot on her trail. The butcher has a choice to make: sit on the sidelines or pick up her guns and do what she does best.
And throw them at people's heads. Throw it. Very different. Oh my god. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. Next up is Chariot by Brian Edward Hill. I like this pull quote. I'll start with that. It's from the Hollywood Reporter. And I know we all love that. Knight Rider meets the Matrix, which is a weird mix.
Yeah.
The Chariot was a Cold War era secret government project to provide its star agent with a weapon unlike any other in the form of a supercharged muscle car. It sank into the ocean decades ago, and the agent along with it. Now, a petty criminal looking to reform his life has stumbled upon the Chariot, and he's about to find out that the agent's consciousness is still controlling it in this synth-wave thriller. That's bonkers. Bonkers is great.
Yeah, we'll do it this way.
Yeah.
I am silly excited for this weird book to finally be collected and all in print for the first time, because only the first 4 issues were in print, single words.
Was it one of the ones that got got like snapped in the pause, where the last issue just didn't happen?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
The citizens of Dangerfield, Arizona are beset by strange goings-on after the invasion that rocked the DC universe, but only 5 misfit kids seem to notice them. Can they uncover what's happening before some sinister force collects them all? Plus, Peacemaker's on a top-secret mission from Checkmate.
Oh.
Amanda Waller to find a mysterious weapon before the Russians can. What will happen when their worlds collide?
Well, after seeing Suicide Squad, I know that adding Peacemaker to any team is so helpful.
It's going to be fine. This book is by Keith Giffen and Jeff Lemire. It's got some real good artworks in there. And yeah, like some of the first comic art from Keith Giffen in years. Still got it, kids.
Nice. We have got volume 1 of Time Before Time. What?
If you're lost and you...
Yep. 2140. To escape a world with no future, many turn to the Syndicate. I don't know. I'm just going to pop this up. Brandon, do you know?
Like the original Inferior 5 from DC. No, not those characters. Definitely using the name, though.
Cool. Thanks for your question.
And also definitely referenced in here.
Oh, nice. Nice. A criminal organization that, for the right price, will smuggle you back in time to the promise of a better yesterday. Tetsuo, a syndicate smuggler, wants to leave his life of crime behind, but when an FBI agent disrupts his escape plan, they both find themselves hunted across time by his former employers. A mix of saga and Looper, Time Before Time is a sci-fi crime, say that 5 times fast, tale that proves the one thing you can never escape is your past.
Ooh.
I love mentioning pull quotes when I think they're impressive. They do have pull quotes from Jonathan Hickman and Charles Soule, so not too shabby.
I'm very excited for everyone to get to read the new Reckless book. I love that Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips straight up are going with graphic novels. And this is a good one. I got a chance to read all of it a little bit ago, and I'm very happy that y'all get to do it too. Meet Ethan Reckless. Your trouble is his business for a price. It's 1988, and Ethan and his assistant Anna take on a strange case, digging up the dirty secrets of a Los Angeles real estate mogul. But what starts as a deep dive into the life of a stranger will soon take a deadly turn and find Ethan risking everything that still matters to him. It's got that good Brubaker Phillips crime stuff happening, and definitely evolves the story a little bit further, and even gives you more of a view as to where Ethan is maybe in the future.
The future.
Ooh, Sasufi.
All right. Ooh, the books are getting bigger near the bottom of the pile.
Big boys.
We have got Lugosi, The Rise and Fall of Hollywood's Dracula. As horror cinema's most iconic actor, Bela Lugosi is forever remembered for his haunting role as Count Dracula, frightening filmgoers for many years. But once the cameras finally stopped rolling, That's when Lugosi himself learned what true terror was. Beginning with his early years in Hungary as a young actor and activist, this first-of-its-kind graphic memoir details Lugosi's flight from his homeland after becoming an enemy of the state and his eventual move to the US, where his career flourished for a while. Following a pivotal mistake that allowed Boris Karloff's star to rise while his plummeted, Lugosi's pride, extravagant lifestyle, and addiction to drugs, women, and the high life led to his tragic decline and humiliating later years that saw him join forces with infamous B-movie director Ed Wood for one last shot at stardom.
My goodness. That's a lot. There's a lot that I didn't know about that.
It's fascinating. Yeah, I haven't dug into it yet, but I'm very, very fascinated. It's by the same folks who did The Twilight Man, Rod Serling, and The Birth of Television.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe there's like a lot of graphic memoirs in their future.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one that you're not going to see in many other comic stores. We've been sent a few titles from these folks in the past to take a look through, and we decided to do up an order. So these are all good Canadian boys from this company anyways. We've got Paranormal Death Strikes at Midnight, the complete trilogy by Dan Christensen. Regular flaps on this, just a heads up.
Oh, yes. I forgot to mention mine did have French flaps.
What?
I know. How very disappointing for you that I did not mention that.
Oh, look at that. Oh, baguette. All right. Los Angeles, present day. Henry Wade Johnson, the paranormal criminal known as the Ogre, has just been released from prison and is determined to make a fresh start, hoping to reunite with his wife and turn his back on his shady past. Unfortunately for the Ogre, things don't quite work out the way he had planned. Not only has his wife left him, but one of his former accomplices, Ratface, has just murdered several police officers and stolen a drug shipment from LA's deadliest crime lord. The police, left to fend for themselves by the city's superheroes, can't stop Ratface alone. Detective Griffin, the very same cop who arrested Ogre, finds him and forces him to hunt Ratface down. The art in this is very pretty. I like it. It kind of has like a nice kind of simple noir vibe with a mix of superheroes. And seriously, all of the books from Black Eye Books look absolutely stunning. I'm very excited for the rest of their stuff to come in. And yeah, yay, I'm going to read the heck out of all of this stuff.
All right. And the last one is Extremely Branded Candy.
Yeah, it's an essential guide to comic book lettering from Nate Picos, the dude behind Blambot. You might know him as the dude what does all the letters for Umbrella Academy, amongst all kinds of other stuff. And you'll know a lot of his fonts from almost everything you read.
That's probably very true.
Oh yeah, he's got some good fonts available. A font of fonts. Well-crafted comic book lettering is the visual soundtrack that guides a reader's eye along the page with emotive dialogue, intuitively placed balloons, and dynamic sound effects. But these elements are just the beginning for the professional letterer. In this book, you'll learn the unique grammatical traditions of mainstream comics, the graphic design skills involved in crafting memorable logos, the process of creating your own professional lettering templates, and tips on establishing a career in the comics industry, and much more. With experience honed while working for virtually every major comic book publisher in the industry, Blambot's award-winning letterer and typographer, Nate Picos, shares 20 years of knowledge behind one of the most indispensable disciplines in the comic book industry.
Very cool.
I'm going to nerd out on this, some bitch.
Yes, you are. You're going to add it to your ever-growing collection of comic book history and process.
Indeed. It's a
Mm.
huge bookcase.
Yeah, we're going to need another bookcase.
Yeah, we are.
More books for Joy to knock down when she has the zoomies in the basement.
Yeah, she likes to knock a lot of things over.
Yeah. Gotta protect those a lot better, but that would involve, I think, putting doors on the bookshelves themselves. And yeah.
I might do that one day.
Maybe. It might happen. It's low priority. Right now, we are working on saving up to buy the house.
Indeed.
So,
yay.
Yeah.
All right, folks. It's late.
Yes.
So this is going to be a quick one of maybe 40 minutes. So we're going to hit the romper room section and we're going to take a look out and see all of the wonderful people who joined us at this very late hour. And say hi and that we see you and we appreciate you being here. So I want to say hello, Brent. Hi, Ben. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Jules. Hey, Eric. And Deb, if she's there too. Hi. There she is.
There she is. Hi, Deb.
And Jace, what?
Oh, yes. And I publicly want to call you out, Jason, for ordering the coolest doormat this week from the previews. I hadn't seen that, and it was super rad.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's a doormat that's from the people that make D&D, and it says something like "Hello, we're weary traveler."
Nice.
It's so cool.
That is very cool.
I was like, do I want to order one for myself? And then I was like, no, we already have the coolest one for us. Which was from my parents last year, and it says something like, greetings or hello or whatever, and
welcome.
Then it's welcome, and then it says hope you like fur, and there is so much fur on that.
There is already. Yeah,
it is in the out of doors, and there's fur. So you know what? We found the best one. It's good.
It's good.
But yeah, it's a sweet doormat. So apparently, you can get a doormat for previews this month. So let me know.
I love it. All right, folks. Thank you so much for checking this out. We're going to get back to work as one does at 9:45 at night.
Woo!
All right.
You know how to party.
Thank you all, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.